Welcome to Retirement in Ecuador. In this series of videos, Don McRae is going to answer your questions that we've received through the website about all manner of elements to do with retirement and Ecuador. So Don, people want to move to Ecuador for a number of different reasons. Obviously, it's very, very popular now because of the costs, and people want to enjoy a nicer lifestyle generally. One of the key factors, obviously, is what the weather's like, because if it's raining all the time, you're not going to get out, or if it's too hot, you're not going to get out, or if it's too cold, you're not going to get out. So what is the weather like in Cotacachi, where you're based?
Okay, well, Cotacachi is based at 7,000 feet up in the Andes. A lot of people might think, oh my goodness, that's very, very high up. But it's not a problem. My wife, who suffered with asthma for years, has not had one asthma attack since she'd moved to Cotacachi. Reason? Simple. At 7,000 feet, the air is pretty pure. Air pollution is virtually non-existent in where we live. You get the odd whiff of a diesel truck going by, and that's about it. It is very, very clean. The water there is pure and drinkable, totally drinkable out of the tap. And all these things add up to a really healthy lifestyle. And that is what's exactly we love about the place. Because we're high up, we avoid most of the problems you get in other places. I mean, for instance, in Florida, the heat used to get to me all the time. I love Florida, but it gets too hot. I've suffered a cold here in the United Kingdom, but I don't in Ecuador. So the temperature in Ecuador, I mean, obviously it's on the equator, that's where its name comes from, so I'm guessing it's pretty constant all year round. What about rain? Because you're up in the hills. I know that from some of the photos I've seen, sometimes you've got clouds below your level, and from other photos I've seen you've got clouds above you. So do you get a lot of rain? Do you get any high winds or anything like that? Right, we have two seasons in Ecuador. Rainy season and a dry season. The rainy season, most of the rain comes at night. Most of the rain is spasmodic, is nothing too bad. The temperature hardly ever drops below 52 degrees and hardly ever goes above 78 degrees. It is, well, they call our part of Ecuador in the Andes the land of perpetual spring. Because of that, we don't need air conditioning. That's the first. People say, oh, you must have air conditioning. No, you do not need air conditioning in any home where we live in Ecuador. At night, if you're feeling a little bit coolish, put a little fan heater on or put on a sweater. And that's all it needs. It's as simple as that. There's no need for big furry coats and stuff like that. Winds, we never get any major problems with winds, and hardly ever get winds above 30 miles an hour. And they are very, very rare. You get a gentle breeze. Yes, sometimes the clouds are below us. Well, at 7,000 feet, yes, it's going to happen. But guess what? That means you're in the sunshine. And the rain's in the valley. Exactly. Now, obviously, in places like Florida, and we've seen it in Mississippi and so on, things like massive hurricanes and big storms at certain times of the year. Do you have anything like that in Nothing
Ecuador?
at all. We are below all of that. All of that stuff goes north of Ecuador, north of Colombia, in fact, north of Panama pretty well. So we're well clear of any issues like that with the weather. We just do not get that kind of weather. It doesn't happen. Hence the name Perpetual Spring. Exactly. Yeah. The sun comes up every morning at 6:30. The sun goes down every night at 6:30. That's 365 days of the year. There is no such thing as winter, spring, summer and autumn. It does not exist in Ecuador. It's the same every day. You wake up to sunshine and you go to, the sun goes down, and it's wonderful.
So if you ever do miss the freezing cold weather, you could have to jump on a plane to go and find it.
I've yet to find somebody who is missing the freezing cold weather. But no, if you're a cold person, then off you go to Alaska or wherever. But if you want to get away from all of that, move to Ecuador, because we just do. Frost does not exist. We've never seen frost. We don't get anything like that at all.
Fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
And remember, if you've got a question you want answered about Ecuador, about the retirement community, or the ability to come over and visit us and see for yourself all the different facilities that are there, what the area's like, hit the contact us button and we'll be really happy to talk to you directly.